Hi, this is Suma. As promised, I am continuing the Analyst Relations series. Today I'll be talking to you about an analyst briefing. As defined earlier, an analyst briefing is a one-way conversation where you get an opportunity to talk about your company, your products, your services with the analyst. Now, why does the analyst need the information? Because he needs as inputs to write his reports, to rate you, or even advise the end customers who are your customers as well. So therefore, it is very, very important to be on their radar, and you have to have a good and effective briefing. So here are some do's and don'ts. From a don'ts perspective, first and foremost, don't send like 120 slides and expect the analyst to be patient and listen to you throughout. Then don't talk 30,000 feet. I mean, it's okay to have, talk about your vision and all that, but get into brass tacks, get into what your company does, what are your differentiators, all of that part of it. Keep it real. Most importantly, after that, is do not leave it casual. If you have an agenda, share the agenda and make sure that you talk about, don't just have a free flow conversation. Have your slides as a backup, and then ask the analyst if he wants it in a structured manner, or he wants it like a conversation. Leave the choice to the analyst, because the analyst time is very, very crucial, and you better respect that. So what are the do's? Tailor the content as per the analyst profile. If an analyst is covering a specific area and you're talking about something else, the analyst switches off after some time. So make sure that you tailor the content. Less slides, more talk. Make sure that if you have like 10 slides, don't just speak off the slides. Make sure you kind of have a conversation and interaction kind of a thing, and keep it interesting. Do a little bit of storytelling out there. Send the slides early so that the analyst has had the time to kind of go through the slides and be ready with questions if required. Most important is ask feedback. Okay, once your presentation is over, either you ask feedback on the call itself or later, and follow it up with a follow-up briefing, whether it's a call or an email, or maybe something that you can do a couple of months later, just to make sure you're in the radar and they don't forget you. Now, let me talk about a little bit about the structure of the presentation. So the structure of the presentation would be primarily start off with introducing your company, if it's a first time briefing, especially about the vision, how you see the future, your roadmap, etc. Then you talk about your take on the market, because obviously, again, as I said, tailor it to the analyst. If the analyst is covering a certain market, how do you see it as per your knowledge or the customer inputs that you have got. Analysts always appreciate that service provider view as well. Then you get on to your solutions, how your differentiators in the market, and how your solutions are more outcome based, and how are they different basically. Then you get on to intersperse these as proof points. Tell stories, tell customer stories, and spend maximum time in this area, because analysts always like to hear use cases and want to know whether whatever you are claiming to be is real or not. And so it's very, very important to focus on customer stories. And then, of course, you can keep it interactive. If the analyst is okay, sometimes the analysts don't talk and they just listen, but sometimes the analysts like to talk, and you can keep it interactive and try to get the feedback then and there. So yes, so today I spoke about what is an analyst briefing, some of the do's, some of the don'ts, and a little bit of structure of how the briefing presentation should be. So I hope you found it useful. Thank you.